I'm David Herbert, and these are the signature David Herbert Timpani mallets made by JGpercussion, and he's done an amazing job. I really like these mallets. Okay. I'm going to briefly describe each one and sort of how they're made and what you might use them for. So this is the model number 1, and it's the same as before. It's a small wood core with inverted American felt, and basically it's great for articulate passages. Also really good sticks for Mozart, Haydn, and even Beethoven. So very articulate and great for rhythms. And this is the model number 2, and this is a felt core with American felt, but it's the soft side out of the American felt. So it's going to be also a very articulate mallet, but more, probably a rounder sound. I really like these because they have plenty of articulation, but it's a nice warm tone quality to them. And then this is the number 3, which is a wonderful general purpose mallet, and we've changed the number 3 model to using a smaller core, so they're not as heavy as the previous number 3, and they're improved in that way because there's a little more life off the drum, the balance is better, and personally I use these a lot more than the old number 3s, which were just actually a little bit too heavy for me. And this is a wood core with the liner felt around the wood core, and then there's a German felt, or a softer felt with the soft side out. So what that means is it's still an articulate mallet, but with the German felt it's going to be a softer sound. So it's really great for almost no contact sound, but you still play all the rhythms. So that's what we mean by general purpose stick. It's not something that's going to be too hard for the rolls. You can still play majority of rolls or sustained tones, and then still be able to pull off most, if not all the rhythms that you need in the repertoire. And this is the model number 4, and this is going to be a much bigger, fuller sound. Also, there's a felt core on this one, and this German felt along with the number 3s with the soft side out. Passages where you need the absolute maximum tone quality. The other thing I like about these, about the size and the weight and the balance of these, is that they're very good for playing rolls even on the smaller playing rolls across all sizes of instruments. I like these mallets the best. Then the 5s are, this is going to be it's a cork core, and this is going to be sort of a more typical what you might find in a non-American style stick, where it's the attack is going to be less. Well, the attack is going to be more ambiguous, I guess. So the sound quality is more of a blossom of boom. So with these sticks, I like to describe as they have more of the part of the boom. So you get less of the front sound and more of the middle register. Beautiful sticks, and for mezzo forte rolls, you can't go wrong with these. And the 6s are going to be the largest stick that that we're making, and this is a felt core, line of felt, and it's very similar to the 4s, but just even more massive. So, for instance, the solo for Shostakovich Symphony Number 1, these would be perfect. A lot of the bigger passages, and maybe the Sibelius symphonies, these would be really great. Again, just maximum sound. Also, for some of the quieter passages, like something like that. It's just nice, warm, full sound. And I recommend these especially for the larger instruments. The tone quality gets up in where these may be a little bit big for the smaller drums, but they're perfect for the bigger sized drums where you need just a lot of tone quality. Then we have sort of this stick, which is a 7, the 7 is kind of like it's very similar to the 1 model. It's just bigger, so it's a bigger wood core and built basically the same. The American felt with the hard side out. Now these are going to be sort of like ones on steroids, maybe, or something like that, where they're just very, very loud, very full, articulate sticks. And these are formerly the Rite of Spring mallets, and I use these almost the entire Rite of Spring. And the reason why is they're very articulate and they're very big, full sound. So you cut through large ensemble. Also, these would be fantastic for solo work or solo things, maybe in the context of percussion ensemble, where you need something as big a sound as possible, articulate, to really cut through and project the rhythms. And then the last pair we have is the number 8, and this model is different than what we used to do. What we used to do is a model called MWL, and basically this is a wood core with the chamois covering, and there is a liner on this one as well, which is different before. So they're a little bit softer than what we were making before, but it's the same concept where it's basically a wood stick substitute, perfect for early music, Baroque music. So these are perfect for early music, or just I think they're the most articulate sticks on the market besides wood. And actually they can be used as a wood substitute, especially on plastic heads, because with the leather covering, you get you don't get the tickiness of the bare woods on the synthetic heads. So it's a nice. It sounds more like what wood sounds like on the real calfskin heads. This mallet. The mallets are available at Steve Weiss, Percussion Source, and Professional Percussion Products.